Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix no bootable device is detected. System will enter the BIOS setup utility warning message showing how to solve this problem. This message is showing again and again whenever I turn on the computer. To fix the problem you need to go to BIOS setting, click OK button or press enter button. Clicking the OK button on your keyboard will take you to the BIOS settings. After coming to BIOS settings, we need to see if your hard drive is showing BIOS settings. First you have to go to the peripherals section whether the hard drive is showing BIOS settings or not. Enter the SATA configuration after going to the peripherals section. In SATA configuration you can see SATA port 0, SATA port 1 or SATA port 2 and SATA port 3. And this SATA port shows hard disk. And if the SATA port in the motherboard is connected then BIOS settings will show HDD. And the SATA port with your BIOS will show you your hard disk but showing not detected. In my BIOS settings means that my hard disk is having some problem. If your hard disk does not show SATA configuration in BIOS settings then you need to go to save and exit section. Once the save and exit bar arrives then go to load optimized defaults and hit enter. After pressing enter keyboard will show pop-up yes or no and you have to click yes button. Then press F10 key on the keyboard to save the BIOS settings. Immediately after saving the BIOS settings the computer will restart. If the problem shows up again after restarting, then there is a problem with your hard drive or SATA cable issue. Now you turn off the computer and take out the CPU. Then open the cover of the CPU cabinet. After opening the cover of the CPU cabinet, you need to go to the hard disk section. After going to the hard disk section, first open the SATA cable then open the hard disk power cable. What happens a lot of times when SATA cable and hard disk power cable lose connection? Can be a problem or SATA cable can be bad or hard disk can be bad. After opening the SATA cable and the hard disk power cable, you have to reconnect it as it was. You better connect the SATA cable and the hard disk power cable to the hard disk port. You put the cable the way I put the cable. SATA cable or hard drive power cable when properly inserted on hard disk port. Then another thing you have to do is that there is SATA port in total 4 in the motherboard. SATA cable that is attached to the hard disk. The SATA cable is attached to the SATA port on the motherboard. First open the SATA cable from there. And after opening the SATA cable from the SATA port of the motherboard, then you need to connect the SATA cable to another SATA port. Your motherboard has a total of 4 SATA ports. You can connect the SATA cable to any one SATA port. Once the SATA cable is connected to the SATA port then turn on the computer. If the same problem occurs after the computer is turned on, then attach the new SATA cable to your hard drive. Install a new SATA cable because this problem is shown when the SATA cable is bad. If you see the same issue after installing the new SATA cable, there may be a problem with your hard disk. After doing these things, turn on the computer. I hope the computer will start without any problem. If the computer shows the same problem or error after turning on then there may be a hard disk problem. If the computer is still the same problem, be sure to visit a computer expert or a nearby computer repair shop. I hope this video helped you. Please share it with your friends also. If you have any doubts related to this, let us know in the comment box below. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.